Hi guys, and welcome to part 3 of the Silvia driving video. If you've been watching the previous 2 installments, you'll see that I left the last one just as I was turning down this little country lane. I thought I'd break it up into a separate segment, because if you're not interested in watching the video where I'm talking loads of random stuff, then you can just skip that one, and instead you can just watch this one of me driving down this country lane. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to be quiet and I'm just going to have a little drive. So I'll come back on camera as I'm saying bye to you at the end. Alright guys, talk to you in a bit. fun, good fun, good fun. Welcome back, guys. Oh, that was awesome. You know what? I've not been able to do fast driving on rough bumpy roads like that in Silvia for ages, and I was even ready for throwing away the entire suspension on the car. New springs, new shocks, and throwing away the old suspension. But I recently fitted some new tyres to the front. Only part one, 15 quid a tyre, because I was on a budget. But you know what? They've made such a massive difference to the way that she rides and handles. It's unbelievable. Now you might think to yourself, how can some really cheap 15 quid second-hand tyres make such a difference? Well, I'll tell you. The tyres that were on the car before were nearly 20-year-old. They'd got a date stamp on of 2003, so they were 18-year-old tyres, and they were absolutely rock hard. Absolutely rock hard. And it's absolutely amazing, you know, just swapping the tyres for these part one ones that I've got on now, which are much newer tyres. Like, they're only about maximum of 2-year-old, and they're obviously so much softer. The compound of the tyres are just generally so much softer, and it's made the suspension just ridiculously so much more pliant and absorbs, you know, the way that she now absorbs the bumps is ridiculous, the difference that just some tyres can make. So I would say to anybody who's, you know, got really hard, really harsh suspension, have a look at how old your tyres are. Because honestly, if somebody told me that just by swapping the tyres on Silvia that the suspension would turn from being rock hard and horrible to actually being really nice and actually ride really well, I'd laugh at them and be like, there's no way on earth, there's no way on earth. You're absolutely talking through your backside. There's no way on earth that just changing the wheels is going to make, sorry, changing the tyres is going to make that much of a difference. But honestly, it has. It really has made such an unbelievable difference. So I'm just having a bit of a complete and utter total random drive around the local village now. Complete and utter total random drive. So yeah, it's unreal the difference with how she drives now compared to what she was driving like before. Because when I first got Owen, I'd commented on how much nicer the ride was on Owen. But now Silvia rides better, because Silvia's actually got proper matched springs and shocks. So she's lowered on proper lowering springs, but she's got proper shock absorbers as well, which are matched to the springs, whereas Owen has got lowering springs but standard oil, but I'm presuming they're oil, but standard shocks. And it does drive, you know, it does ride really nice, but Silvia now by comparison is so much better. It's unbelievable how much nicer Silvia drives. The other thing is as well, I've mentioned on previous videos that Owen is definitely due for a new bush or something on the front end, because his handling's nowhere near as sharp as it used to be. Nowhere near as sharp as it used to be. Oh, looks like I'm gonna have to turn around because the road is signposted as being closed ahead. Whether that actually means it is closed, I don't know. Yes, it is actually closed, so I am actually gonna have to turn back around. They have been showing the road as being closed a couple of times, but I've not actually been down to see if it is actually closed or not. But it is actually closed, so I shall go back a different route. which is funny because I was actually going to go the way that it's now making me go. I was actually going to go this way anyway. But yeah, I'm sure you can tell from the video how well Silvia turns and handles. You know, I can turn into bends really quickly, and she just, oh, nice little bump in the road. That was my toolkit bouncing away in the boot. So anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching. I'm not going to do a part 4. This is part 3 of 3. So if you want to see the sorry, I'm just going to digress a second because there's a Mitsubishi GTO there and I've not seen that GTO for years. I thought he'd sold it. I thought he'd sold that GTO, but he's obviously not. I've not seen it for ages. Sorry about that, just totally digressing. But as you can probably tell, I'm a car fan. I'm a proper car nut. So you see a rare car like a Mitsubishi GTO, especially one that I've not seen for ages, I thought he'd sold. He's had that car years. He's had that since I were a kid. It's a H plate, so what's that? 1990 HJ, it's about 1990, isn't it? So he's had that a long time. I think he's had that since it were about 5-year-old in about 95. He's had it a long time anyway. I remember him having that when I were a kid. So I'm amazed he's still got it. It looks like it's needing a good polish though. Needs a good buff. Anyway guys, I do digress. So thanks a lot for watching. I will be doing a lot more driving videos in Silvia. I am going to do a full-on walk around, proper walk around video with Silvia as well. So until next time, thanks a lot for watching. See you, bye.